Here's another Reddit reading. This one was posted by user buttfarm69 on subreddit Superstonk. Groundbreaking discovery. Have I, buttfarm69, blown the lid on Kenny's deepest, darkest secrets? It's worse than you thought. Please hold me. I'm scared. I want to preface that this research was only possible because of the prior DDs from our wrinkle-brained geniuses who figured out the FTD cycle. These are some of the apes who deserve your appreciation. User Triand. User Home Depot Hank69. User Gafgarian. User 1 Mag 1 in 3. EGH. User Secure Ad 1612. User Lenixus. User Inertia. User Suspicious Singer 243. User I Hated My Boss. In other words, I stand on the shoulders of giants. Now on with the show, and please remember, hold on to your butts. I shit you not, I did this Google search to see if there are any macro societal patterns that relate to 21 and 35 day cycles, and this is the first search result that appeared. What happens every 21 days? Menstrual cycle. What's normal? What's not? Mayo Clinic. What the fuck? A couple things to unpack here. 1. The menstrual cycle specifically mentions 21 and 35 days. Coincidence? I think not. What's normal? The menstrual cycle, which is counted from the first day of one period to the first day of the next, isn't the same for every woman. Menstrual flow might occur every 21 to 35 days and last 2 to 7 days. For the first few years after menstruation begins, long... theory, the FTDs are ovulating. Or maybe it's Kenny, him/herself, who is ovulating. Either way, this could possibly mean that the squeeze could be 2 to 7 days. Or the other prevailing theory I have is that the Moas timeline is equivalent to a pregnancy and it will be a gradual upward rise over 9 months and it crowns sometimes in the 3rd trimester. That's a word, right? I don't know, I've never had a baby before, lol. From this logic, I have 2 questions. First, is Ken pregnant? If yes, when did Ken get pregnant? Need wrinkle brains to help me with the insemination date. And third, what will that baby look like? My theory is that the birth will be bad for Ken and good for us. That explains why Ken keeps trying to push the baby back inside. Fuck, go back. How Ken feels every cycle. Running with this logic, here's what I think the baby will look like. The world of Shitadel covered their shorts. Weed is legal. Free healthcare. Bidets in every toilet. Everyone is kind. No more renting. PlayStation 69, Xbox 3600. No red rings. My neighbor stops his loud orgasms. Humans can fly. Pornhub Premium is free. Motherfucking yes, please. 2. Apart from humans and our close relatives, the only animals that menstruate are elephant, shrews, and certain bats. Why did it only evolve in these species? Because of this information, we can safely conclude that Kenny is either a human, a primate, an elephant, a shrew, or a bat. We can also safely cross off primate/monkey/ape because I think we'd be able to tell if Kenny was one of us. And I read somewhere that elephants don't like mayonnaise. And he is too ugly to be a cute little shrew, so that leaves human or bat. More on this in a bit. 3. On average, women lose 30 to 90 milliliters of fluid over 3 to 7 days of menstruation. We know because scientists have given women pre-weighted pads and tampons and weighed them again after use. Disclaimer, I am not a math magician. Because we can safely assume that Kenny complains a lot, we can accurately guesstimate that his flow is at the upper end with 90 milliliters. And as of my writing this, today's Big Green Dildo volume so far is 11.3 million shares. 11.3 million shares divided by 90 milliliter equals 125,987.0237 shares per milliliter. That equates to 125.9870237 shares per liter of menstruation fluid. More on this in a bit. 4. What happens every 21 days? Bringing it back to the first image, the top result is from the Mayo Clinic. Mayo? Another coincidence? I think not. It seems to me that Mayo has slowly been turning against Kenny. Oh, how rich is that? His beloved mayonnaise, the mayo he won't share with others, is giving us the breadcrumbs to his demise. Not only that, but mayo is comprised of mostly eggs and oil. What happens in an ovulation cycle? The eggs get yeeted from the uterus. Yeet! I am not a doctor and this is not medical advice. I cannot confirm this next part due to only having circumstantial evidence, but I am posting that Ken's yeeted eggs are being used to make his mayo, and it looks like he's running out of eggs, which means he's running out of his precious mayo. Less eggs equals less mayo, and then the cycle gets worse and worse, which means we are pushing Ken further and further into the corner of desperation. What the fuck is going to happen when Kenny runs out of mayo? Total market collapse from over-leveraged hedge funds. Boom! Side note, we should totally make this and everyone can buy it except Ken. Moonmans. Real Moonays. Made with cage-free eggs. 5. Tying everything together. The theory of the menstruating triangle of cards. Parts 1 through 69. There are some possible conclusions that I have drawn up, but I am open for more interpretations. After all, the power of this group comes from our ability to crowdsource and crowd verify. So please feel free to chime in so together we can find the truth. Kenny is actually a human woman, loosely. And the FTDs are actually her ovulation cycle. The bigger the flow, the greener we go. Looks like Kenny's bleeding hard right now. I'm not a big fan of this theory because that would mean that Ken pulled a Mulan, and I don't think he's cool or badass enough to do that. So moving on. Kenny is a man with extreme mommy issues. Oh, now we're cooking. I'm talking Homelander sucking on teat level mommy issues. Kenny might not be the one ovulating, but maybe he has a weird obsession with menstruation and he is synced up with someone in particular. Kenny, oh yeah, baby, breast milk. All for me, gulp gulp, ah. In college, I lived with 2 female roommates for a year, and I'm pretty sure my moods synced up with their cycles at some point. So this theory is not out of the question. Right now, I have no definitive evidence towards the identity of this unknown human female. Is it his ex-wife? Or mother? An old flame? I don't know. So I would love the group to help me discover this missing link. Or option C, Kenny is a vampire. You fucking read that correctly. Before I dive into this theory in full, I need to bring this article to your attention. Citadel Securities agrees to $97 million settlement in China. This is on January 20th of 2020 at 4:26 a.m. Snippet of article. Citadel Securities agreed to pay 670 million yuan, or $97 million, settlement for alleged trading irregularities during the 2015 market rout in China. So we know for sure that Kenny has been doing business in China for a while, and we know he's been fucking up more than just the American markets with his shady business dealings, and China fined him for it. Now, remember when we learned that Kenny is either human or a bat, see point 2? Well, if we run with the he's a bat theory, and also couple in the fact that he's a blood-sucking leech, the Hedgies killed Toys R Us and many other companies, then I think we can safely conclude that it's entirely possible he's also a vampire. This would also explain the fascination with the menstruation cycle. Sorry to gross you out, but what if this was also his feeding schedule? Vampires need blood from somewhere, right? It all fucking connects. But wait, there's more. We've got Kenny as a bat, and China doesn't like Kenny. Kenny doesn't seem like a person who takes a spanking without spanking back, which leads me to this. Wasn't there some huge worldwide event that happened because of a bat and was related to China? I can't put my finger on it. Oh, wait. From January 2020, China identifies new virus causing pneumonia-like illness. Looks sus to me. Where the fuck was Ken in January 2020? Well, I'm not exactly sure, but I know where he wasn't. Washington Post. Trump signs phase 1 of trade deal with China as House moves on impeachment. This is a video of when President Trump signing the phase 1 trade deal with China. Ken was one of the individuals who was thanked during the ceremony, but he wasn't there when Trump called his name. Trump even remarked, "Where the hell is he? He's trying to hide some of his money. Where the hell is Ken?" So if Ken wasn't where he was supposed to be, then where was he? The wildly inconclusive conclusion. Ken was in China concocting the coronavirus. Because China hit him with the fines, he wanted payback. So he created COVID-19 in a lab and injected himself and then fucked some bats while he was in his bat form. I feel bad for those bats because they probs thought it was going to be a long-term relationship, but they got played and ghosted by Kinney. Obviously, this had to start in 2019, but we know for sure he wasn't with Trump on January 15th of 2020. So we can't rule out that he wasn't in China when it all went down, you feel? I don't know if he planned for it to become a whole worldwide pandemic, but that doesn't absolve him. Or maybe he did it all knowingly. Who knows? Either way, his plan for world domination failed, and now we are hitting back with a vengeance just like this watermelon to the face. Boom! Right in the kisser. One last connection, and it's a fucking doozy. Remember how Citadel's fine to China was 670 million yuan? And then remember that 125.9870237 shares per liter of menstrual fluid? If we divide 670 million by 125.9870237, we get 5,318,008. Press play to blow your mind. What does that spell? Boobies. It spells boobies upside down on a calculator. Boom. It's all fucking fits. It's Kinney's obsessions, the bat, the woman, and the mayo. My God, what have I uncovered? Chronicles of Narnia, the bat, the woman, and the mayo. The new book by C.S. Lewis. In summary, here's a nice Venn diagram of Kinney in the middle with all the things he has in common with being a woman, mayonnaise, and being a bat / vampire. The overall evidence is damning. Also, this Venn diagram makes no sense out of context. LMAO. Not confirmed. I know you feel like a wet tampon right now with all the info you've absorbed. Trust me, I feel it too. Between this discovery, GME pushing 250, and the ass banana, I haven't been able to sleep soundly. This is the biggest case I've ever worked on, and it's my journalistic duty, LOL, to bring you the hard-hitting scoop. Where we go from here is up to the community to decide. The obvious plan of action is to find his weaknesses and exploit them. His crux would be his mother, like in the Halloween movie series. Or maybe it's the mayonnaise and we would need to contact Hillman's. Or maybe it's the vampire, which we would need sunlight or some stakes right to his heart. Heart-shaped stakes. That's all I have for now. I need to get some rest. I look forward to seeing what answers you guys come up with. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, and please watch this YouTube video for supplemental information.